Alright, here goes nothing.
It's anti-fouling day today. I'm going to be tackling this job. We've been on the hard for 11 days and we're going back in the water today. Oh yeah, back to our natural habitat.
To start off 2020 with a bang, we hauled out Nandji at Port Takola Marina in Krabi Province, Thailand to complete some general maintenance and a few upgrades to prepare for what was planned to be a massive year of sailing.
And bones.
After completing a little anchor and prop love, Bonita got busy on priming and painting the bilge and also priming the hull ready for the new coats of anti-foul. Meanwhile, I took a scooter 3 hours each way across Thailand to collect some paint for an unfortunate but much needed touch-up on the top sides. Man, it's such a long way! Just gotta fully commit, fucking send it! Oh! I'd never sprayed a final coat before, but in true Nandji fashion and with a few tips from Uncle, I got busy in making Nandji look good once again and saving a few boat bucks.
So I first sanded the back there 240, I've wiped it all down with a bit of acetone, and then I've put plastic up around the general area just to prevent any overspray. So the plan is just to stick to the area that I have sanded back. I'll do two coats, so cutler passes with the gun and try to get it, and then let it sit for 15 odd minutes, and then I'll do the second coat on top of that. But the big one is to just try to fur off this masking tape at the top, because I don't want to get up that high, because the last thing I want is to have a perfect edge straight line where it's not blended into the paint. So I need to try to just stop it around this little area, and then I can sand it back with like 2000 grit, but I've only got 3000, so it's even finer. And then once it's all set, you know, I can buff it and hopefully it just blends in. So we're using All Grip All Craft once again. It's the exact same code number, so the paint's very fresh on Nandji, so the colour should match. Guess the only way to see is to find out. But I got myself a new gun. I won't need much paint, but I'll mix up just a little bit, and I'll do a few test runs on some other stuff around the place to make them look pretty and get my pressures and everything right, and then we'll go for it. I'm just going to use one of Bonita's spoons from the kitchen. Don't tell her. Shh. So mix this gear 2 to 1, 2 parts All Craft to 1 part hardener. I think use up to about 30% of thinners, spraying thinners. Yes, I'll just mix it up separately. So I mix 10 teaspoons of the oyster white with 5 teaspoons of the converter. Just give 15 spoons. I used 3 teaspoons of this bad boy. Alright, here goes nothing. I think the paint match is like perfect, and I think my spraying was okay. Alright, I'll let it sit for 10 and then I'll do another coat. Last thing I want to do is put too much on at once and then get it sag and drips. I'll be super disappointed if I do that. Round 2. Well, that's about as good as you're going to get it. I hope I didn't overspray it. I got to be heavy-handed then. Oh no. Bugs love the smell of spray and like epoxy and resin, that sort of stuff. Whenever you start mixing epoxy, you always get mosquitoes and flies around. One just landed on it. I thought I was going to have a fly in my paint. Oh mate, that is professionally done. I'll charge you a couple of grand for that. Thank you very much. So I took all the plastic off this morning and just a little inspection. I'm pretty happy with my efforts, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually pretty good at that.
Shut up.
I'm just stoked how good it's turned out, to be honest. There's no lines left, so from the overspray, once I took the plastic off, I just kind of gave it a bit of a light sand with 3000 grit, just to take off any of the bumps and the little bits of overspray sort of deal, like it doesn't blend in. So I just kind of light sanded it with 3000 grit, and I've buffed it, and I can't actually tell you where my fix-it job was. So
that's the plan, right? Yeah. Pretty good.
So this is one of the reasons why I spent 5 hours on a motorbike to Phuket. One, to get the paint, and two, to get the tools needed to make Nandji look very special once again. So I've been going around just with a real fine compound, 3M fine compound, 3M all the way when it comes to this sort of business. It's just a big fluffy pad there, you know? And so I've just gone over all the top sides. We've just got this last little section here. And then since we've got an extra day on the hard, I might even get stuck into the stainless with this thing and make everything just... How old men have their front lawn, and every Sunday they go out there and mow it, and they cut that couple of mils off the top and they make it nice and smickin' smooth. That's me with the new paint job. She's a Sunday and I got to buff her.
My leg. It's anti-fouling day today. I'm going to be tackling this job as Yosh has a fair bit of editing to do, so he's going to be upstairs on the computer. Nandji's all primed. There's the grey areas here, and the water line's primed as well. So she's all ready. You want to leave your anti-fouling to pretty much the last job, because it can set and then it can crack. So the longer that it's out of the water, the more likely it's going to crack, and you don't want that to happen. So leave it to the last job, paint the boat, get it straight in the water. So I'm using Jotun Seaforce Active Black. We used to use Seaforce 90, and this is the new version that they have of it. The paint shop didn't have our color, so we've gone with a new color, which is black. And it's going to have a black butt, so we're a bit excited to see the transformation and what she looks like with a different bottom. Yeah, this is really cheap stuff. It only lasts about 12 months. It doesn't last any longer than that. Anti-foul has a lot of metals in it, and it sits to the bottom, so you need to really mix it up. As like, you know, if you think it's mixed, keep mixing.
A bit of an inspection upon Bonita's handiwork on the bottom here. Looks like she's done a good job. Got to take that tape off. Hey Bon, do you want to take the tape off, or do you want me to?
You know I do.
Taking the tape off around the paint line's pretty much one of those best feelings about Boatyard, is peeling this paint line and making it, ooh, seeing how beautiful it is.
Here we go.
Slow.
Oh la la. Ta-da! Wait, come and stand back and look at her.
I'm so horny right now.
You haven't seen what she looks like yet. Full scale, have you?
No.
Oh, you wait. It's full transformation. It's like getting a new haircut, you know? Ready to look?
Yeah, I purposely don't look until it's totally finished, and then...
All right, here you go. What's your first reaction?
Come back. Wow, she's black.
She badass or what?
Badass, doesn't it?
Yeah, do you reckon?
I see what you mean, how like she looks more serious.
Yeah. She looks like she's ready to eat some ocean.
I like serious. Serious is like, look out, ocean. We mean business. That looks good.
Chickpea patties tonight, baby!
Whenever Bonita does get busy in the kitchen, especially when we're in the boatyard, because it's a massive extra challenge considering I've got the floor ripped up and generally crap everywhere, and she goes and whips out the best vegetarian feast you could think of, chickpea patties. These things are delightful. That's that nice little bit of rejuvenation, a little bit of morale booster that you need in the boatyard. She's a legend.
Alright, we're gonna mark the anchor anchor chain. So every 5 meters, I'm gonna put a zip tie on it. Sorry, it's really hot today. Just so that we know how much chain we're putting out.
As well as remarking the chain, we're gonna flip it end to end because we've got 91 meters of chain. We've pretty much really only used the first 60 at one end and the other 30 meters just been sitting at the bottom of the anchor well. So I'll take off the swivel and I'll put this onto the other end and then, yeah, we'll attach the anchor and hoist it back up the other way.
Last year we painted every bit red, so then every time a red bit goes out it's 5 meters, and we don't have any paint this time, so yeah. We're just using zip ties.
So we're sitting in the cradles on the trailer now. They've knocked out all the screw jacks and just got these patches where they were holding up Nandji. Just gonna go around and give them a bit of a light wet sand because there's a few barnies still on a couple of them. And then we'll just paint the rest black.
If you like this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Follow us on our other socials. We're on Instagram and Facebook as well. Subscribe! We've been on the hard for 11 days and we're going back in the water today. Oh yeah, back to our natural habitat. Just admiring our work.
Yeah, it's always those time as you're going in, you're just sitting back like,
She looks good.
pretty good.